encountering. Yeah.
Right.
I was curious about the book's title, which is I find a little disturbing, honestly. It's kind of that we're usually thinking of ourselves, in this kind of Pascalian,
Mm.
vein that you talk about. We're the restless ones, but these are restless devices, which is kind of makes you feel like it animates the devices, I think, in a way that in the book you contrast the idea of, you talk about the commonplace that well, technologies, people's objections to these kinds of criticisms are, well, technologies are just tools like a hammer, and you just have to know how to use it and when to use it, and you'll do fine, and that kind of thing. But the idea that our devices are restless,
They're alive.
yeah, they're having this effect on us. Was that part? I'm just curious about the title, and
Yeah.
maybe that's just an idiosyncratic reaction. But the more I thought about it, the more it kind of started to play on me like that.
Oh, yeah, that's so interesting. I wish I could take full credit for the title, but I've got to give it over to the InterVarsity Press staff, man. I mean, they were so patient with me. We went back and forth on the title a gazillion times, and John Boyd, my editor, was so fabulous in just guiding me through that. I think it originally came out of an interest in the use of Augustine's famous saying of how we are restless until we find our rest in God, right? And so it was kind of a play on that. But I think, to your point, Eric, it's yes, very much that there's something about the devices that are ever chirping and ever buzzing at us, that we as human beings seem unable to ignore. But I think what I try to emphasize, and I think this is what is helpful about sociology, is that it shows we can peel back the layers and see that yes, it's the device, but it's not just the object, right? That it is embedded in a commercial corporate system that is embedded in an economic system, right, of capitalism. And so once you peel back the layer and see, oh, behind this TikTok platform or behind this iPhone that I have in my hand, right, it actually is merely the portal, I like to say, or just the physical manifestation of something much bigger, right? And it is that something much bigger, the corporations and the capitalist system, the consumer society that we live in, that is what exercises its pressure and its power over us.